So I'm getting ready to install coamings now onto the inboard sides of the washboards. I've milled my stock to the proper dimensions, and each piece actually came out of one board. I was able to get them side by side out of one piece of oak. This one is fit already, and again, I didn't have to do any edge setting at all. Just had to mark my two ends and cut those and spring it in. Now, one thing to bear in mind when you're fitting a longitudinal piece like this that has to fit nicely at both ends is that when you bend it in to follow the curve in this dimension, the more you have to bend it in, the shorter the board is going to get. And one thing that's done to compensate for that, rather than have this be a square fit, this butt, you'll cut it at a slight angle so that you can fit one end, get that in place, and then bend this piece in, and as it touches the butt, you can sort of plane that and work it in slowly so that you get a nice tight fit. And there's lots of applications for that trick. The height of the coaming is somewhat arbitrary. We wanted it to finish out so that it's an inch above the deck. And then down here, the idea was to leave it a little bit long. If we leave this about a quarter of an inch past the carlin, any fresh water that runs down the coaming might bead up and run along the bottom edge, and it's gonna, that bead is gonna break and the water is gonna fall right there. So no fresh water is ever gonna flow along the deck beams here and get into the clamp and shelf and whatnot.